veterans and a LAN rookie here. Jules taking the stage for the first time, the second rookie we've seen today, him and Chrome. So we're gonna have quite the matchup here. A team that has made it to the finals versus a team that has yet to win a game. Can Tainted Minds get their first win on the RLCS LAN stage here against Complexity? What do you think, Quinn?
I think that they've got their work cut out for them. Complexity is, that is a team that can be so incredible to play against, and just really, they can break your will. We've seen Metzenaris and Magnus with some of the best defense, especially between any duo there is. They are something special, and on a LAN environment, that can be difficult to deal with.
We'll see if Tainted Minds can find a way through. Complexity having quite the hot season up until the playoffs. And the recent conclusion of the gnarly qualifiers as well. Both of those events, the most recent showings we've seen from them, not been the best. But they're starting off hot here in the beginning of game number 1 already with immense pressure. A few just barely missed opportunities. Here comes Metz. Can he get the final touch? No, it's wide of him, but here's the follow-up. Magnus puts it in. Such crippling pressure from Complexity.
Yeah, you heard James on the desk. He talked about Tainted Minds looking a little bit slow to the ball here, and you can see Kami, he's positioned his car a little bit too far to the left. That orientation there is going to punish him and make it difficult to adjust and make the save happen here.
Well, not just James. You heard Jake from Chiefs in his interview talking about the big differences in the meta between North America and Europe and OCE is just the speed at which people get to the ball. And the crazy thing about the match we just watched against Chiefs is Chiefs were getting beat to the ball, but still winning the challenges, finding a way to win the challenges despite maybe being a little bit slower. So we're gonna have to see Tainted Minds find a similar way to meet Complexity, especially with a wild card a lot on the other side.
Yeah, I was speaking with Chiefs, and Jake especially. He told me that Tainted Minds, they're a team that when they get going, when that speed just starts to set off, they can be so difficult to stop. So it's gonna be important here for them to find a way to get Jules, this LAN rookie, to feel comfortable.
Metzenaris able to get that one away from the Tainted Minds players, who had a nice extended period of offense there, but no real shots materializing there for the boys in green. CJ coming off the wall, shot towards net, defended by Metz. There's in Jules, the rookie. Getting out to Cammy, onto the backboard, trying to drop it down, but it goes to the corner. Here comes CJ. Goes back out in the midfield. A lot challenging Cammy. Goes to the side, now a shot. Jules to the side. Magnus. Following along, ball spending a lot of time here in the midfield. Both teams kind of slowing down the pace. As Jules drops it into the corner. Metz with the challenge a lot, looking for goalies, doesn't find any. It'll be CJ who clears it away. Back out to midfield, there's a lot. Cross towards Magnus, but away from him. Now Metzenaris in the corner. Playing it down. Magnus onto the backboard a lot, looking for an opportunity. He's going to go and challenge the waterfall, puts it in. Magnus actually finishes it off himself, and a 2-goal lead for Complexity.
Yeah, fighting for that goal themselves. This is a great touch there from Magnus, putting that ball up over the net. Those can be so difficult to read, and coming up behind the defender there, that's just going to punish them well. And Tainted Minds here struggling to find any kind of status quo in this game, and looks like they're really not keeping up very well with this Complexity team.
They found a way to get into offense one time, see if they can do it again, but here's more pressure from Complexity as Magnus gets the ball out in the middle. There's Metzenaris with a shot, upper corner, but it's just a bit high, and CJ plays it straight down the middle. Magnus will be just waiting in the back for that one, dumps it off to a lot. He'll be able to gain a bit of ball control here, but so far the mid-challenge is good. A lot of retreating defense able to win that challenge. Ball still just in midfield. It'll be put into the corner by CJ. A lot Magnus. Magnus was waiting for the ball. A lot just kept following it. A miss from CJ gives Metz control. Sends it out. Jules tries to get it through, but oh dear, a lot had the clear, and Metz just kind of on the rotation blocked that clear. 2 minutes left to go here in game number 1. And we've seen a lot of time burned off the clock pretty fast. Ball lofted high, nobody challenging it. It'll be CJ who just sits on the underside of his car to try and add some pace to it, keep it in the air a little bit longer.
Yeah, in time, like you mentioned, it is not on Tainted Minds' side right now. They need to be playing a little bit more aggressive. In fact, you see them oftentimes in position for this interference play, and they opt to turn back.
Magnus misses, but Metzenaris is able to get the clear, and you saw the respect there from Tainted Minds. No one even up to challenge that. It's the backboard defense, Complexity is respected, but the miss from Metzenaris might see them challenge next time that play happens. We'll have to watch and see. Comes Cammy with a shot. Magnus up, makes the save over towards Metzenaris, but he stays on the backboard. CJ now back down. Magnus over to a lot. Go back into the blue. Metzenaris gets the save. Down for Jules. He takes a shot. It's a bit high. Here's a follow from CJ. He goes home, puts it in a 1-goal game as Tainted Minds gets on the board.
And here you can see them beginning to build a little bit of that confidence. Metzenaris with a huge botch touch there off onto the side, and Magnus ends up actually going up off the rep, forced to flip, and that double touch there off the wall is going to punish him.
You heard Yummy mention it. Jules, a very kind of momentum-based player. If he's doing well, he'll keep doing well. It's good to see the rookie getting involved, getting the assist there on that goal.
I heard him described by Yummy Cheeseman as a player that can just dominate a region as long as he gets his head into the game.
It's a good way to start. Cammy with a miss. What could have been a good offensive opportunity. Ball still staying in the corner. It lurks for a while, and that'll give Tainted Minds time to rotate back around, keep this offense going. Jules up the pass over to Cammy, intercepted by Magnus, and now a breakaway. Can they get it across the net? It goes above Cammy. He needs to slow this down in the corner, but Magnus gets it past him over to a lot. Can he put it in? No, it's still on the wall. We'll see Cammy taking this one back away, getting it back down towards CJ. The 1-goal lead still here for Complexity with 25 seconds left. They're putting the pressure on. We need to see one more from Tainted Minds as Magnus flicks CJ. Jules has to make the save. It's 15 seconds remaining. All at the Tainted Minds. Pass across to Cammy, back to Jules. Can he get it to CJ? Good pass play, but it's too slow. Metzenaris able to intercept, and CJ demolished to just seal the deal. 5 seconds left, and that boomer all the way down. Metzenaris will be able just to keep it lofted, burn all the time off the clock. A lot goes for one more shot, doesn't find it, but it doesn't matter. Complexity will take game 1.
Yeah, what a series there, especially looking at Tainted Minds that you could tell towards the end of the game, feeling a lot more comfortable. That last attacking play there at the end, we saw some great passes, giving a lot of opportunities there for Complexity to make a mistake on defense, but that was some veteran defending there. You saw a lot, and his teammate just sitting on that goal line, not fazed at all by those multiple passes in the center of the field.
I'd love to see a game where Tainted Minds gets the first goal and see how much energy CJ brings to that team. Can he get them hyped up? Can he get that momentum rolling on their side? Because right now, the robots of Complexity just knocking goals in. It's just another day at the office. This is the weirdest office they've been in. They're on an island in an arena surrounded by thousands of people, and it's just as if they're playing at home. Everything's the same for these guys, and they're just doing work.
Yeah, and you could just tell that throughout that series, Complexity really not phased at all. They've played plenty of very quick teams here. It's going to be the job here is for Tainted Minds to bring something new to this team. Complexity has faced a lot of offenses, some very quick ones, especially we've seen them in the grand finals against Dignitas last season. Tainted Minds are going to have to come up with something new. They need to get that demo game working for them and be able to bring something that will perhaps kind of catch Complexity off guard.
Well, moving on to Wasteland for game 2. Everybody's favorite map. I know I love it. We'll see kickoff number 1 here. Mets facing off against CJ. How these teams choose to approach it. Both teams opting for the cheat up. It'll be a lot. It was a little bit closer. Kickoff ultimately going to work out in Complexity's favor. The aerial read's going to be there and a lot. Can he get this angle? Actually just goes for the fake. CJ, who's kind of expecting him to play it into him. CJ plays it nice and soft out to Jules. CJ to pass across. The shot's high. Metzenaris was baited up by it. That'll still, oh my goodness, Magnus is there. You see the shot from Cammy, just barely not able to find the net as the defense Complexity holds. Now a follow-up here. Great redirect. The pressure staying on here for Tainted Minds. Magnus out into the corner. That's the pass across towards a lot. Magnus is there, but CJ winning all the challenges. Can he get up in time and finishes off himself? No, it's still high. And Cammy was demoed by a lot, so there's no follow-up from Tainted Minds.
Yeah, that was an incredible demo there from a lot, just relieving all of the pressure. That was the only player left in Tainted Minds to be able to put that one on in.
Man, I was really rooting for CJ to finish that off himself. Get it past 2 players, then jump up. He had to like jump backwards a bit to try and get at that ball again.
Yeah, it already looks like we're seeing a different Tainted Minds here. Like 3 very dangerous attacks already in the first minute of play.
More pressure, and the last game, game 1, started with Complexity with immense pressure and scoring pretty early. Here we're still scoreless on Wasteland. Complexity holds on to their 1-goal lead. Another shot. Oh, the defense gonna get in the way, and we'll stay scoreless here in game 2. What a play there. Tainted Minds holding on. We're unable to get these pass plays going. The passing lane's definitely shut down by Complexity throughout all of game 2 so far. CJ putting it up. Metanaris now following. Just going to leave that. Let a lot take it. Goes for the dribble plays here. Gets past one. Gets it past two. It's all up to Cammy, and he gets it high. Metanaris now onto the open net. Puts it into the corner. That time will give Tainted Minds the ability to reposition.
Yeah, and a double commit there on defense as well is going to see Tainted Minds lose possession of the ball.
I guess they're able to win a challenge. Cammy wrestling for it in the corner here. He's up. We'll see, here comes Metanaris underneath. A lot. Still hanging far back. He finally moves in. Cammy into the corner. A lot looked for CJ in net, but didn't find him. And this one pinching underneath. Goes back over to the side, and a lot winning his challenges. He's doing work to keep this ball in the orange. We approach halftime, still scoreless in game 2. Complexity holding on to a 1-game lead. They'd love to make it 2 here, but Tainted Minds trying to still get that first win. It's not going to happen. A lot finds the first opportunity to score on this drop down and gets it in.
And this is a great build-up. That first touch there from Metanaris to a lot. We kept seeing Complexity lurking at those side boosts, coming in diagonally across the middle of the field, being able to cut off any of the clears here going through the middle. That's what Tainted Minds kept doing, and it was getting read by Complexity and led to that first goal.
A lot here, lurking in midfield. Ball's back as the ball's played behind him. We'll pick up the pass here from Metanaris, puts it over the top, looks for a second touch, but it's wide. His car. Complexity now leading in games 1 and 2. They're able to finish it off in game 1. A good touch there by CJ. With some positional control here to Tainted Minds. Bump off to the side. Jules found a lot in his own backfield, but Metanaris is just off to the races with the ball. Pinch there on the Magnus, actually went past him. Should see Tainted Minds moving up. Jules looks for the positional read. It's not quite there. Metanaris across midfield, a lofter towards the goal, and Jules gets it clear. CJ now. Past one. Magnus up to a lot. Doesn't find his teammate just yet. Cammy will play it up back towards Jules now, going for the airplay himself. Back out to CJ, shot towards net, and this one will go in. Cammy nearly saves it, but it doesn't happen this time. Tie game.
Yeah, scary moment there for sure. We were not seeing so much of this great passing play here from Tainted Minds, but doing a good job of finding each other. That's what seems to be the successful play here for Tainted Minds, when they can find each other off of the breakaway instead of opting for those solo clears.
Kick off here. Metanaris up. The kickoff game generally going in Complexity's favor. Haven't had too many of them, though. It's been low-scoring games all the way around today. A lot out to Metanaris in midfield. Plays it out softly into the orange. A miss from Jules. I'll actually give it to CJ. He's got to wrap this run around. It gives Magnus time to read. Now up, trying to play it through. With 1 minute remaining, it's a tie game. Best chance we've seen from Tainted Minds. They'd love to tie this up, get that first win under their belt. Magnus out to a lot. The fake brings up 2 defenders, but it also gives Cammy the ball in the corner, so it works out there for Tainted Minds. Metanaris now up to Magnus. Shot towards the goal, and a lot's up to help finish it off. Passes it back. Metanaris is sitting in the midfield waiting. He's thinking about moving in, respecting the position here and knowing that Magnus still wants to play. Gonna pinch out. Here comes a lot. In the air. He'll get there first, but can he get it on target? Goes onto the backboard. Now Jules up to Cammy. He'll pass it into the mid, but no one's really there to take the shot. And now where's CJ? The open backfield. He's got to get in front of this ball. He does so just in time, but the pressure's still on here from Complexity with 15 seconds remaining. You know they'd like to avoid overtime. Here comes the shot from a lot. It's off the crossbar. CJ playing it onto his backboard. Magnus has a read, but Cammy has to get in the way of this. Play it away. 5 seconds left. There we go. The pressure relieved from Tainted Minds. Can they find a goal on the other end? No, it'll be Complexity back out to midfield. CJ, oh, he's going to go for this. He's going to try and dribble Magnus. Not going to happen, though. Overtime, game 2.
Wow, and we see Complexity really unable to finish off what was a mounting pressure. Great boost control and really good offensive possession there. It's going to be difficult for Tainted Minds to break out of this.
Oh, CJ with an opportunity here. Magnus was getting bullied in net, but nothing to show for it here as he gets the clear away. Lots of space given. Everybody taking time. Collect boost, reset on the field. Everything's basically the same as it was before the buzzer hit 0. That's out to a lot. Puts it in the middle. He's up for the shot again. Middle, nice soft one. CJ gets it to Cammy. 36 seconds remaining. Jules demolished. Momentary power play here. The drop down. A lot's got an opportunity. He tries to find the placement, but Jules on the respawn able to get that one away. The ball was wide anyways.
It looked like a lot there wanted to catch that ball, perhaps go for a dribble there, but it just wasn't the right touch.
Oh, can he do it? No, just barely. A lot had the first touch, but he needed a second one, and the clear came through from Cammy in time. Magnus, get it away. The funny thing is, if it had been any other player, I would have been like, that's not happening, but it was a lot, so you have to expect him to be able to pull it off. Another shot from a lot, this one wide. Metanaris in to put it up high, brought up both defenders. Magnus, CJ, what work done to get it away from Magnus as he had that final shot right there in front of him. Magnus to Metanaris, drops it behind the front line. CJ gets it back out to Jules. Good play here from Tainted Minds, playing clean rotational Rocket League. In overtime of game 2. Metanaris, though, his shot wide again. Complexity plagued by these wide shots here in overtime, and this is going to spell some nice comfort for Tainted Minds.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of great defense, especially from CJ. CJ doing a good job coming up with these last-second saves time and time again.
Well, they have to find a way to get onto offense. So far, Complexity's had the vast majority of ball control in overtime.
And something interesting is we have seen a lot take less of these offensive shots, these wonder shots, and
Jules there, faked out by a lot. Best opportunity they'd had to finish this game off. It slips through their hands. A lot now up to Metanaris. Cammy just trying to read on the backboard here. No challenge there from Complexity in the air. Magnus waited for the read. Double commit on offense from Complexity, but Lot will be able to buy them time. Puts it right onto the backboard, and they're right back to work. Right back to where they've been this entire time. 2 minutes and 20 seconds of overtime here in game 2.
Yeah, great stalemate. We've seen neither team able to break through, and the boost control not really affecting either team. These two guys are dialed in.
Here comes the offense of Tainted Minds. CJ with a shot, defended by a lot in an open backfield. Magnus just has to guide this one into the goal. CJ gets back in time as he missed the touch a lot with a follow-up, but Jules plays it away. Off to the corner. We get 2 minutes and 40 seconds.
And that was a huge miss. That lack of boost caused him to to misread that last touch. It's only needed one little boost.
CJ is single-handedly shutting down the backboard attempts of Complexity. He is up there so much.
Yeah, and usually where we would see a lot up there to beat and challenge the defenders, we see him rotating much more often, sitting in the middle. And Tommy had an opportunity to put that ball in the middle.
Goes for a lot. Now Jules with the drop down, defended by Mets with a follow. No, it's wide from CJ. They could have won it right there. The setup from Cammy was so beautiful, but they couldn't make it work. Now Cammy again, popping it high. He's gonna drop in a dangerous place, but Magnus gets it away. Cammy again looking for the demolitions. A lot to get it away. 3 minutes and 30 seconds here in overtime.
And it's important that Tainted Minds here do not get too thirsty. Complexity is very comfortable on defense, especially without much boost here. Tainted Minds could easily be caught off guard, lacking boost.
Cammy through there, Metanaris towards the goal. Magnus wrapping around. Jules is up. Plays it back down towards his teammate, but intercepted by Metanaris. A good opportunity here, and a lot will not miss. That's the game. 2-1 for Complexity. 3 minutes and 50 seconds into overtime.
Yeah, a very long overtime here, and you see CJ going for the ball. He misses. Kami is expecting Jules there to challenge the ball, but Jules, he's out of position, going for that boost, and Kami felt stranded, unable to touch that ball there. The slightest margins lets Complexity take the lead.
Such a close one. Almost 4 minutes of overtime, 9 minutes on the game 2 there. And for Tainted Minds, they were so close to that first win. They keep on getting near, and the side, man, that moment they had just a few minutes before the game ended where Cammy gets the demo onto one, gets the bump onto the goalie. Magnus is able to come in and has to make the last-ditch save as Jules sets it up, but CJ can't make the shot happen. It was right there in front of them, that win was. You know he's going to be thinking about that one. That's not the place you want this team's mentality heading into a decisive Game 3. They drop this one, it'll be 9-0 on their LAN record.
Yeah, it's important that these guys stay confident. We did see mistakes that coming from Complexity. This wasn't totally one-sided. There was a certain opportunity, I believe it was Magnus was on the breakaway. He had no boost, but he mistimed his touch onto the ball. It was a wide open net, and he ends up pushing it off to the side. Both these two teams have made mistakes, so this is very much open for Tainted Minds. They can do this. It's all about having the confidence and taking those few opportunities when you can.
And Complexity was showing weakness. They were showing that their accuracy wasn't quite there sometimes. They were definitely giving windows of opportunity for Tainted Minds. They just have to be able to capitalize in those moments. So here, going into Game 3, a loss here. Let's see Tainted Minds at 9 losses on their LAN record, no wins, and drop into the lower bracket immediately again.
Something interesting here for Tainted Minds. A lot's lack of backboard domination here really has opened up just so much an easier time on defense for CJ. We saw last game, he controlled that backboard so well. And we need to make sure that Tainted Minds, they have to capitalize on those opportunities, those great clears.
They need to find ways to score. It's the primary thing. Which I know sounds obvious in Rocket League, but still. The defense, all the greatest defense in the world won't win you a game. This one drops down from Cammy just wide of the goal. Some interference from Metzenaris made it difficult, but still, gotta find a way. The ball makes its way into the orange here in game number 3. If they can find the motivation, I mean, you talk about complexity, they've been here before, they've been to round 1s, they've been in lower brackets, they know what it's like to be swept. For Tainted Minds, they do not know what it's like to win a game on the LAN stage. You need a motivation in this game right now, that's it for them. Complexity needs to be looking out for the most dangerous Tainted Minds they've played against yet.
Yeah, and you speak about just Complexity being comfortable. Their run that they made last season to get to the finals all the way through that loser's bracket. Probably the longest consecutive run of Rocket League games we have ever seen in the RLCS.
3:45 left to go. Shot across. A lot who carries it into the orange corner. A lot of corner play this game, a lot tries to get there, but again, CJ shutting him down on the backboard a lot. He hasn't been on the backboard much because CJ's just not giving him a window to. He's like, why go up here? This guy just doesn't let me play there, or removes an entire piece of the arsenal for Complexity. And maybe their craziest one. There's a good positioning from CJ, but he needs the rest of his team and himself to be able to get there. The shot nearly going in, but Metzenaris will carry it away. CJ again trying to make that shot. Really trying to carry his team right now.
Yeah, just almost, I swear, pixels away. They're getting over Magnus off that crossbar and bouncing out, just honing in that shot.
Magnus now towards the orange corner. Metzenaris sitting in midfield waiting for boost. Pass comes out. CJ plays it up. Jules now down towards the blue. Magnus gets it away. Jules with more pressure, but a miss. His teammates respected his positioning. Hung back, and now just retreating back, giving a lot of space here to Complexity.
Yeah, Tainted Minds there had a great opportunity, a wonderful pass from Jules, but nobody there to follow it up.
Oh, CJ gets a nice slam in net, but Metzenaris has ball control, gets it all away. So it won't matter as Alot gets the pass across. Goes into the corner for Jules. Perry now behind. The challenge from Magnus is good, gets it up high. Alot's airborne, but CJ's there first. Been CJ versus Alot this game, but the shot will go in, the miss in net. Cammy scores, and Tainted Minds has the lead.
Yeah, and this is a boomer vibe scene when CJ going up off the sidewall to beat the defender, and Kami, he's following so closely, he doesn't give an opportunity there for Complexity to challenge. And when you have a team that's trying to encroach on your half, trying to boost Starview, they need to play out of the goal. That defender way far out, getting punished by a great shot from Kami.
Yeah, the defense just the smallest mistake, and a follow-up from CJ. He'll slam in another one. 2-0 now from Tainted Minds. This game's looking good for him all of a sudden.
And you said you wanted to see what can happen when Tainted Minds take that lead. This is only 2 minutes, and what have been very small, like low goal-scoring games here. This is a great opportunity for Tainted Minds to turn the series around.
Brilliantly fast, clean goal there off the kickoff for Tainted Minds. Can they get a third? There's the stall there. Metzenaris, he's had enough, tries to send it deep into the orange immediately off the pick up a follow-up from Alot, and he finds it. You saw it kind of clip the post, and he's like, nah, this was just pixels perfect.
Yeah, is this shot even fair? Jules had a great touch there. It bounced off the wall, and you see Alot, he's looking at the sidewall, he's ready. And off the inside of the post, those shots can be so difficult to defend because, I mean, do you defend it? You see it going off the post, it's so hard to read.
That first goal open up Pandora's box here. We've had 3 in like 15 seconds. 2 kickoff goals in a row after that one. Complexity coming awake. Alot finally finding his accuracy, and Magnus actually plays it across to Metzenaris. It looked like he maybe even blocked a shot there. It was hard to tell. Jules, go back to Alot. Up and airborne, sending it onto the backboard. That's past 2 defenders. They'll drop it and tie it up. It's like Tainted Minds gets 2 goals, and Complexity wakes up.
Yeah, and you see Alot, he controls this ball. That's key because it ends up forcing 2 defenders out from one play. And Magnus going for that slow play. That's right. If he had another player who could follow up on that touch, and it also causes the defender to just be taken all the way out of goal there. That was a great shot there from Complexity.
Just like that, it's back to the drawing board for Tainted Minds. They had the lead. They had a 2-goal lead. Now, gonna have to find another way through Complexity's monstrous defense. You heard them talking about in an interview. Magnus saying that he calls his team a defensive team. They all play defense, and then they do other things as a team. But the defense is the priority for these guys. And it's shown here in games 1 and 2. And now in game 3, There was a small chink in the armor, and they filled it in quickly. Can they keep it there? 1 minute and 13 seconds left. They win this one. They'll have gotten the sweep on Tainted Minds. High aerial play here from Tainted Minds. The boys from OCE, a lot plays it down. Back out to midfield. Cammy over to Jules. The ball's still staying at midfield. Magnus comes up. Be CJ. High loft. The pass back from Malot to Metanaris. Coming back down. Malot tries to get it back out of the field, but can't find it. Cammy now airborne, trying to drop it underneath. CJ and net. The most consistent part of the roster today. He and Cammy especially working together well.
The two veterans from the Pale Horse team here. And on now on Tainted Minds, Jules though has yet to pick up the pace.
So Jules down the corner with ball control. Gets it past a lot, but Magnus right there. That's how the tackle works. You just get it off of his hood and let your teammate pick it up, and then you have a cherry pick as well.
Yeah, but a key bump there from Jules, interrupting his offensive play. And off the crossbar.
A lot shot backwards. I'm just sad it didn't go in. I wanted to see it again. With 12 seconds remaining, they're holding on to the tie game, but Tainted Minds need the lead. So overtime did not work for them last time. 5 seconds remaining. They've got ball control in enemy territory. Jules is up. Can he find CJ? No, it gets slammed down. Cammy now up as well with CJ. That'll leave no one on the ground to pick it up. And oh, you see Complexity trying to go for the win. Not going to happen, though. They run out of players and boost. Overtime. Second game in a row.
This is a tense moment here for Tainted Minds.
This kickoff so good for Complexity. The double commit on defense could spell the end of it for Tainted Minds. CJ, Jules, able to get back down on the ground. Jules helping buy his team out of a scary situation. Back out, Magnus, not sure, I don't think he knew where Metanaris was right there as he felt the need to backflip into it. A lot now airborne into the corner. This one should bounce across and into the box. CJ gets it away. Metanaris now. Cammy trying to get it out a lot now, following behind. Here comes Jules, plays it into his own corners. Magnus now airborne. Back across to a lot. So much ball control for Complexity here in overtime. Feels like every moment that goes by just makes it more likely that Complexity could take it, and there it is. Magnus picks up the pass. The defense wasn't in the air, and the 3-0 sweep from Complexity.
Yes, strong play here. You can see Jules trapped in the net, going backwards there. There's just nobody there from Tainted Minds to challenge that ball from Complexity, and it gives them the time to shoot wherever they would like.